Welcome to Spinal Cord Stimulator Success Stories. My name is JosephofBorg. If you're watching these videos, it's obviously because you are interested in getting a spinal cord stimulator. I decided to create this page and these videos because most of the information I could find, especially when I was looking at getting my implant back about 6 years ago, was all from doctors, clinics, or the manufacturers. And to be honest, I don't know that that gives you the complete image. That's like taking the advice and the information from a car dealership, but you're hearing about the cars from people that have never actually driven them. I believe that that's one of the big factors when it comes to spinal cord stimulators. Most doctors and most representatives have never experienced one. They don't actually know what it feels like. This leaves you a situation where it's like they're a blind person who has had somebody with sight explain color to them. And then they're in turn trying to explain color to another blind person because the person who's explaining it to them has a spinal cord stimulator or has at least had a trial. And they're trying to explain to the doctors and the reps sensations and programming differences that the doctors and the reps aren't even capable of really understanding because they're not able to experience the sensations, the input. They're just not able to experience what it's truly like. So then they try and turn around and explain it to somebody who's thinking about getting one, and they don't know what it really is firsthand themselves. So that makes it a lot like trying to be told about a car by somebody who's never actually driven the car. They may sell the car, they may have made the car, but they don't really know what it's like to operate, use, and live with the car. And that's why I felt it was important to make a series of videos about life with the spinal cord stimulator, what it's like to go through the process, so that I can help you have the greatest success possible. That really is my only goal. I have no financial stake in the matter. I have no horse in the race, so to speak. But as a spinal cord stimulator success story myself, to be quite honest, I'm pretty much the poster boy for spinal cord stimulator success. I've had mine for 6 years, and I could not be more pleased. And I want you to have as much success and as great a chance at success as possible. And I believe that knowledge is power. So you probably want to know, who is this guy? Why should I listen to him? Well, first of all, I call myself JosephofBorg because I've got a computer attached to my spinal cord which helps me walk. Or I should say allows me to walk because it blocks my pain. When I was waiting to get my spinal cord stimulator, I told myself that I was going to stick around the chronic pain community even if I was a success. Because another thing that I think people aren't prepared for is that most success stories are no longer on the internet. They're not out sharing their stories. They're not hanging out in support groups on Facebook or chat rooms. They're not telling their story because they go back to having a life, much like I did. After 8 months of being pretty much housebound / bedridden, after I got my implant, I went back to standing on the casino floor, since I was in the gaming business, 40 hours a week with no medication. And I think that's pretty remarkable. I don't want to just share my experience with you. That would just be anecdotal. But I have been privileged to administer a group called Spinal Cord Stimulator Success Stories. For the last 6 years, I've literally had hundreds of people I've helped guide through the process, and that's really been my honor and privilege to help them. Currently, the group has roughly 3,000 people with all kinds of different scenarios, all kinds of different brands, all kinds of different situations. So I try to bring you an overview of information as well as a place where you can ask questions. So I have literally helped hundreds of people navigate the process of getting a spinal cord stimulator, and I really want to help you too. And again, like I said, I believe that knowledge is power because this is unlike any other surgical procedure. With most surgeries, you go in, they do what they do, whether it's a fusion or a hip replacement or whatever surgery you might be looking at that's not a spinal cord stimulator. They go in and do what they do. You go home, you heal. What you get, that's what you got. There's nothing more to it. This isn't like that. This is a process. This is unique. These devices are complicated. Everybody's situation is a little bit different. It's my understanding that everybody's spinal cord even is a little bit different. When we're formed in utero, before we're ever born and our spinal cord is assembling itself, for lack of a better term, there are subtle variations even then, which can change people's results and needs. So it's a very complicated system in that regard. So having somebody who's been through it and can help you and can guide you, I hope will be invaluable to you and that you will be able to make use of the information I want to give you. I want to be very clear. I'm not here to try and tell you whether you should or should not get a spinal cord stimulator. I'm not here to make a decision for you. I am here to present you with information so you can make the best decision for you, because this is a very unique situation. And to be quite honest, I believe that you should be at a certain level of desperation if you're really looking at doing something that, let's face it, by anybody's standards is going to be considered pretty extreme. I'll be uploading videos over the next few days on some of the most common topics that I see in the spinal cord stimulator support groups and pages. I'm also going to invite you to click on Join Group, which is where you can join the group Spinal Cord Stimulator Success Stories, which is kind of an accompaniment to this channel so that you can talk with individuals and not just me. That way you can get a wide range of opinions from a wide range of people who have been through or are going through this process. Just click off to the side where it says Visit Group and feel free to join us. I hope you find value in these videos. I hope you'll go through them, and I hope you find benefit from them. Feel free also to click on Send a Message. Also, feel free to leave me a question in the comments section because I want to know what you want to know. Thanks for taking the time to check this out. I hope you decide to check out the rest of the videos on this page. Again, my name is JosephofBorg. I'm out of here.